I guess we're doing a part two because I wasn't done. I don't remember where we were exactly. That my type was tall, muscular brown eyes, and that most of the people that I've loved haven't exactly fit into that type, but they managed to hold my attention and my love because of who they were, because of the energy they carried, the charisma. That when you love someone, it's beyond physical appearance or traits. But there is a base level of attraction that you are oriented to. And one thing that I told myself was that, especially after my divorce, was that if I got with somebody else after my divorce, then it would be somebody that was my type. But that's not necessarily how it's played out here. There's been some guys that didn't really fit that build and I would have given it a shot with. There are no hard and fast rules when it comes to energy. And somebody that you're not necessarily going to say is your type might have all of the right things in their personality, in their physical appearance, even if it's not what you planned on, to make you go, yeah, I'd give that a shot. And this, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, this guy, I don't know, I might have. Maybe I would. He's attractive. He's kind. He likes kids. He's charismatic, personable, hardworking. Why not? But that's under the assumption that he was into it, which, I don't know, I feel like part of me is like, I feel like I would have known that by now if that was the case. But maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe he's like me, and when somebody makes eye contact with you, you look away and sip your beer because you get caught off guard. I don't know. I feel like there's probably no lack of attention for him. But why would Spirit be giving me this rapid fire change? I paused at some point to go get a drink. And I don't know how long I was talking without actually recording. But I just don't know why Spirit would giving me all these rapid fire guys without actually providing context or the information necessary in order. And if somebody has been on the bench for like a year, and that might be a thing, then that would be pretty I want to say annoying. Queen of Pentacles. We drew Queen of Pentacles earlier. That's the energy that we have been presenting. We have been presenting Queen of Pentacles because we've been focused on nurturing, compassion, and business. Let's be real. We have been really leaning into an open heart space, and we have really been focusing on ourselves and our new beginning. And there's all sorts of examples, Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands, with the eight of Wands coming through too. We've been taking action towards feeling good about ourselves, about our body, about our energy, about going out into the world and projecting that confident kind of person. Because I've been in almost a introvert period where I've been shrinking back from social interaction, from Do you guys ever feel that way? How like you can be totally confident, charismatic, you can absolutely present as this powerful force. And then some days you're just not on that energy. You're introverted. You would rather be a hermit when you're out in public. You would rather not volunteer for that thing. Like today, I didn't want to hold up the whiteboard at trivia. Literally, it's not a big deal. But like everybody else was eating and my food wasn't out yet. And so they're like, oh, you better hold this up. They're not going to like get line of sight over here. And like, I was just like, I almost spit my fucking drink out because they wanted me to help hold the whiteboard up. Why would I get anxiety about that? You know, like that's the return of energy I'm talking about here. So maybe it's in the planets, maybe it's just something that's bubbling up for us to deal with because we've come so far when dealing with our introverted nature here. But this Queen of Pentacles era that we're in right now has totally come with a shrink back of that Queen of Wands energy. And I think we're being called here to balance it. Empress. I just saw King of Wands, Five of Cups, and then the Empress. What do we need to know about the Spirit? The Sun. This could be Twin Flame coming up here. We've got King of Swords on the bottom. That one came up in a reading earlier as well. With the Hierophant. And we've had both new energy coming into our sphere of influence and we've had old energy coming into our sphere of influence. The Twin Flames popped up in more than one reading. King of Swords has 2. But this is about us. This is about our energy, our happiness, and the things that we're working on in our own lives for ourselves. This is not about a man, King of Cups, which has also been reaching out in his own way. So these masculines, as soon as we cleared the field, there's a resurgence of these energies trying to come back into our energy. And I think that's because we've been focusing on ourselves. We've been focusing on our future. We have been experiencing soul connection, divinely orchestrated for our highest good in many forms. There's so much that we're looking forward to in our lives going forward here. And I have been playing with the idea that maybe having a man on the journey right now isn't for the best anyway. Because we don't know where we're going. We don't know what we're going to be doing. And suddenly, when somebody else is in your life in a romantic role, they have a say because you have a house, a household, a family, a dynamic to consider. They stop being questions that you ask yourself and they start being questions that we have to talk about, that we have to consider. We have to start making plans, you know? And I've been in the feeling lately that I'm making the decisions for me. I am deciding where I want to go. I'm deciding what I want to do. I'm deciding how I want to spend my time, who I want to spend it with, how I want to work, how I want to make money. There's very little that I'm leaving to we. But we know that that future is about building a family, that that's part of this. That's part of this dynamic. And I'm seeing the moon. We don't know how it's going to play out yet, but we do know that we have to live right now for us. We have to tell people how we're feeling. And if something presents itself, you are almost obligated to explore it. Spirit wants you to go there for a lesson or a blessing. So I guess I'm just going to remain open and not think too hard about it.